Welcome to Q&A Quickly, where I try to break down the Q&As consisting of the most important and controversial questions in about 2 to 3 minutes every single week for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. The first question was, why didn't you restrict dev memo questions to dev memo players on the poll? The main reason is because if dev memo content passes, then that's development time that's spent in deadman mode. And everyone should have a say on where that development time is spent. This works out the same way with Ironman mode, the same thing with Pures, stuff like that. The next one is if JAD 2 fails, is it going to be repolled? Absolutely yes. The team wants to make sure JAD 2 passes because they're excited for the update. There's plenty of changes that can be made, and this includes changing the stats of the cape, making it so you don't just join a new cave after you kill Jad. They were discussing putting it in like a new environment and stuff like that. So again, there's plenty of changes that can be made and will be made so that the community can collectively vote in the update. Can you add a minigame like Kingdom of Miscellanea to Zaya so that you can add cash to a house and it'll gather resources for you? The team wasn't really too sure about this idea, but there's been an idea on expanding what's currently going on Piscarilius, which is when you have more favor with a house, there's a shop, and this shop sells certain things that are specific to that house. So, for example, Piscarilius sells fish, and as the favor goes up, the prices go down and the stock goes up, and they're considering expanding on that idea for all the other families. The next one is, can you get a rock golem pet from blast mining? Yes, it was implemented in Thursday's update. The next one is, in regards to the Graceful outfit recolors, what happens if you have 100% in two houses? So at first on stream, the team was extremely confused because they thought it was a bug. So they're going to look into it and see if it is a bug. But regardless of that, you can keep a Graceful outfit, a recolored Graceful outfit, even if you drop below 100% favor. So essentially, you'll be able to have every single recolored Graceful outfit as long as you get 100% favor once in that family. What kind of difficulty will Jad 2 be made of? So it's going to be mostly focused on skill and less RNG. Skill would be things like prayer flicking, specific movements that you have to make during the fight. There might be some tank test portions of it because they kind of want to have a little bit of everything, but for the most part, it's going to be focused on skills. So, saying that it's probably going to be less RNG, for example, a tank test. Can we see damage cap for the new best in slot capes? It's possible, but the team doesn't like just nerfing gear before it's released, just because there's a fear of what if. They more prefer just to address issues as they come up. So for example, the range cape, it might be able to hit 52-52 in PvP. Everyone wants it capped to 48-48. Now they're not too they don't mind doing that, but they would rather see if it actually becomes an issue first before they nerf it. Duo Ironman mode was brought up, and Ash basically said it's a really nice idea, and the team really does enjoy the idea, but it's a bit odd when it comes to working out the code for it because the engine currently can't pick out players by username, and your usernames are constantly changing anyways, so they need a better way to basically pick out who is who. Because it's duo Ironman mode, so you would have one person picking up the engine will basically say, hey, you can pick up this person's items and your items, but you can't pick up anybody else's. So they have to find a way to kind of like define all of those areas in the code, and currently they just can't do it. So they're gonna have to leave it as a nice thought, but it would be amazing to have eventually. Somebody brought up the location of the Wyvern Cave, and Ash got into the design of it as well. So basically, it's going to be in the current Wyvern Cave, and Ash is considering it making like Motherlode Mine, where there's the two-story area. So the people on the top story basically look down on the people on the bottom story. So basically, think about it as the current Wyvern Cave, and then you would have maybe like on the outer rim, you would have a second story, and there would be more wyverns there, and you could stand on this second story and basically look over the edge at the first story people who are killing wyverns down there. So that's a pretty cool idea. Somebody asked if there was an option to maybe add a quest to solve the rivalry between Zaya families and make it possible to be friends with everyone at once. The team, I mean, they really enjoyed the idea, so hopefully they bring it about just so that it kind of helps like because currently like you're kind of really limited to a family, because it takes like a few hours, if not way more than that, to get enough favor in a family to participate in their activities. So there was a quest that introduced basically uniting Karen and made it to where you can join every single family and enjoy all of their activities. That would be a really nice thing for Zaya. And then lastly, somebody did bring up a sailing readdress question, and basically they said in the second half of the year, probably after raids, is when they're gonna readdress sailing. They're just gonna put together a bunch of feedback, reform sailing as a skill, and then send it out to us and see how we feel about it. So hope you guys enjoyed. I recently bought about 4K and sold heads because the prayer XP per or GP per XP was about 8. So I'm going to be testing that later tonight, and I'll push out a video for you guys, hopefully, just testing the XP per hour and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested, I guess just, you can subscribe, or you can just keep in touch with the channel, and I'll hopefully have that out for you guys later tonight. It'd be pretty cool to see if necromancy prayer trading is actually like a viable alternative to just using dragon bones on an altar. So I guess we'll see later tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Q&A quickly, and I will see you guys soon with another video.